Ladies and gentlemen, this bout's scheduled for 6 rounds of boxing. Timekeeper ringside is Phil Morris. Upon the sound of the bell, the scoring referee is Darren Sargentson from Manchester. Boxing out of the blue corner, wearing black and silver. He has 20 career victories, including 10 finishing by way of KO. Weighing in at 12 stone, 10 pounds, 7 ounces. And boxing out of Klaipėda, Lithuania. Ladies and gentlemen, introducing Remigijus Ziausys. And across the ring stands his undefeated opponent, officially weighing in at 12 stone, 12 pounds for this contest. 13 fights, 13 victories, including 1 finishing inside the scheduled distance. Wearing the white shorts trimmed with blue, and boxing out of Ashton-under-Lyne, Manchester. Introducing the undefeated Charlie Schofield. Referee Darren Sargentson with his final instructions.
Fellas, you both know the rules. Keep it clean. I don't want anything low. Watch your head. When I say break, take a step. Most importantly, defend yourself at all times. Let's go.
Scheduled for 6 3-minute rounds in the cruiserweight division.
Here we go then, Charlie Schofield in the 6th round of tonight, and Ryan Doyle's back on commentary. The first task for you, try and pronounce his opponent's name.
Well, we're looking on here now. Not a chance, you have a go at that. I'm just going to call him Rimmer.
Yeah, that's good enough for me.
That's a good Manchester name.
You know what you're going to get from Charlie in there tonight, don't you? A solid jab, everything comes from that jab. He's a big guy for the weight. He just uses that jab to keep his opponents at range.
He's good with it. He's very dominant with the jab as well. You see it in the gym. Everyone he spars, he seems to get the jab off well.
He's battled through the injuries as well, hasn't he, Charlie? And he said that he took a bit of a break, and that's kind of helped him get his body to where he needs it to be.
You know, Charlie's getting to the point now where he's going to have to step up soon in rounds that he's boxing and in the class of opposition, but he's improving every time you see him, and yeah, stories from the gym, you know, he's sparring good people in there and doing well against them.
Yeah, you see the sparring in the gym, he does well, you know, against some notable names, and I think he's ready himself to step up. I think he's looking more towards the Century or maybe English title route now, but like I say, he's improving all the time, and I think he's enjoying it.
And the light heavyweight division is an exciting place to be at the moment domestically. There's a good few fighters coming in around there in cruiserweight, so it's a good time for him to be coming through.
Well, Charlie, I think he started his career at cruiserweight and obviously brought himself down obviously to light heavyweight.
And he's a tall frame, isn't he? For a light heavy.
Yeah, he's massive.
You know, I don't think I've ever seen him box anyone that's the same height as him yet. You know, he's always punching down on these guys because he's just so big.
And he said he felt that coming down to light heavyweight has benefited him. He's not carrying as much weight, and those couple of extra pounds, taking them off, has been beneficial. Pat Barrett years ago told me that he always enjoyed making weight because he felt that it kept him sharp. So he said sometimes fighters can go up a little bit too much in weight.
Yeah, and he certainly doesn't look drained or anything for the weight. He still looks, he's a strong figure, strong legs behind him, and there's a bit of zip behind those shots as well.
Yeah, definitely. He doesn't struggle making the weight. Doesn't come there. He's a true professional, Charlie. You know, he eats well, trains hard, so shouldn't have a problem.
And those right hands are just having a bit of success around the guard.
He just needs to whip down to the body now. He's got, you know, the lad can't even pronounce his name, but he's keeping a tight defence. For me, he done everything right in that round then.
Yeah, nice comfortable opening round for Charlie. He looks nice and relaxed in the corner as well, doesn't he? We've seen him do that time and time again, come out in the opening round, just establish that jab, keep everything at range and just cruise to the corner after the first. There's been a good few fights tonight already so far. Who stood out for you, Ryan?
London Arthur looked good to me. You know, he puts his shots together well, and obviously got rid of the first or second round. Second round. So yeah, he looked well. Very similar style to himself. Sharp, you know, powerful and looking good.
I thought James Moorcroft looks good as well in this fight. He showed a lot of different things, a lot of different facets.
Yeah, James Moorcroft's one of these guys that's improving with every fight, and people are starting to take note of him now. He's come from nowhere, really, and he's quickly establishing himself on the VIP scene, at least, as one of the top prospects that we have in the stable.
And Remy's got a bit of a funny record. He's got 20 wins, 10 of them by KO and 5 draws, but he's also got 90 losses and 4 of them by KO. If you took the losses out, it'd be a decent looking record, and it's a bit of a strange one.
Yeah, it's interesting, isn't it? Because we spoke to Steve Wood before the show, and he said there's 3 fights that he doesn't think will go the distance tonight: Lyndon Arthur's, Kane Gardner's, and Charlie Schofield. So he sees something in there that Charlie can hurt him with.
Setting up the shot there, nice Charlie. I think he just needs to whip down to the body again. Not rushing his work or anything like that. Boxing behind long jabs, doing everything right.
That right hand's having some success round the guard.
There we go, to the body, chops him down then. He also needs to gauge his shots well, Charlie. You know, even if he's not jabbing, he's pouring. You know, he's always keeping him at distance. Beautiful shot there.
He's one of these guys that seems to have his opponent exactly where he wants them every time he fights. You know, there's some guys that come in and try and spoil him, but he manages to keep him off with his jab.
He don't need to do any more though. Like saying people would say he's like a boring fight, but he's not. He's for the purist of boxing, it's great. That's what he's doing. He's sticking behind the jab. He's firing the right hand. He's looking for the uppercut. He's doing everything right. He's doing enough, and he doesn't need to do any more.
He's got a bit, he reminds me a little bit of Prince Aaron in his body type as well, and the style of boxing he has.
Definitely, yeah. It's all range, yeah. Behind the jab. Don't rush anything.
Nice combinations landing now as well.
Yeah, he's easing into it now nicely. Just got clipped then, I think.
Another round in the bank for Charlie. They'll be pretty happy with how this is going so far tonight. That was that right hand we were talking about, round the side of the guard, and then he followed up with a nice combination. That's lovely work. Exactly what they teach you in the gym, and it touch with that jab and then whip the hook round the side. Got to say, referee Darren Sargentson, he's either been sat in the sun today or he's been on the sunbeds. One of the two. I think he heard that one. You mentioned it earlier, he finds the range very nicely with that jab. His arm's fully extended once he's thrown it, when he lands it. He's got his opponent exactly where he wants him to be.
That's it, he's either pouring it out or he's obviously flicking the jab out. He's keeping, like you say, opponent always at distance.
Yeah, and I think his footwork's something that we don't tend to talk about when Charlie's in the ring, but it's very underrated the way he moves around the ring. He's just far enough out of distance where he can't get hit, but he can land his own shots, and I suppose that's the advantage of being so big at the weight.
He landed a nice left uppercut there as well, that got a bit of reaction.
See, I train alongside Charlie. I know how fit he is. I like to see him go through the games, maybe just a little bit more. Like, don't get me wrong, he's doing everything right. You know, he's winning the fight comfortable. He's got his jab, he's firing the right hand over the top. But sometimes I just like to win, just a little bit more of a push between him.
It's that right hand again landing.
Again, with that gauging, you was just saying before, with the footwork, can't get anywhere near him. It's like he's getting a little bit frustrated in there now. Charlie's just keeping him with the jab.
Yeah, they must be frustrated because every time he throws, he's coming short in there.
And Charlie's landing again.
Another prime example of it.
Beautiful shot. Just needs to follow it through there, Charlie. I think he hurt him there. Put his foot on the gas. Good shot.
He's been trying to find a place for that right uppercut as well.
He seems to be finding that on a few occasions as well. He just needs to put a bit more meat behind it.
Charlie's just staying in first gear in there at the moment, isn't he? Just getting the job done. To the second half of the fight we go now. Charlie looks like he's cruising in there at the moment. Still a long way to go. You never know in boxing.
The crowd seems to like it as well. But then again, everyone loves a bit of Charlie on a Saturday night, allegedly.
He's come out with a bit more intent in this one, hasn't he? He's throwing a lot more shots.
This is what I was saying to you earlier. It's what I want to see him do a little bit more. I know he's capable of it in the gym.
I'm seeing a bit of spite from Charlie. It's something that's been missing in the last few performances that he's had, but you could see there he was putting a lot behind those shots, turning that right hand over.
Can't miss with that jab though. Just needs to keep firing it out, and then, like you say, doing that small burst, what we just did then.
And you can see why he's only had the one stoppage win, but as you say, he should have a few more on his record because he looks like he can actually put some power into his shots.
Nice uppercut landed again. The uppercut's starting to land with a little more regularity now, and there it is again, whipping it through the guard.
They say he's coming out a little bit more intent this round.
Yeah, and the gum shield came out, but Charlie wasn't letting him off.
Straight back on the jab there, nice.
I know Charlie's been working with the guys at Platform Performance, and you can see there's a bit more behind those shots now from, say, a year ago when we used to see him box. There's more power behind that right hand that he's throwing.
Being elusive again. Like you were saying earlier before with his footwork, he's very underrated with it. He's good with it, the footwork, his timing, his range. And once again, he looked like he's even out of second gear.
That was a nice right hand, and again.
Two right hands now. Just looks like if he just puts the pressure on, he can get him out of there. Keep behind that jabber and work the uppercut. It looks like he can get rid of him. Again, look, making him miss.
Yeah, and it's something we've never really talked about with Charlie, but once you've noticed it, his footwork is, for such a big guy, he moves around the ring very nicely.
Big round for him there.
Yeah, that's been the best round so far by a country mile, Charlie. Still to come after this one, Jack Cullen's in with Harry Matthews, and Jack Flatley has had a frustrating time lately, but he's back in a 4-rounder against Casey Blair. Still got 2 more rounds of this one. Charlie Schofield looks like he's cruising to a victory here. It's lovely work, 4 jabs in a row, all landing. You just want to see Charlie carry on where he finished off in that last round. And he has upped his work rate now.
Beautiful
Nice
shot again.
uppercut.
Just feels like he just needs to put a little bit more pressure on him. Looks like he's going to fold.
Yeah, I think the couple of times where he's had his backs to the ropes, he's looked like he could get a stoppage, Charlie. Just hasn't done it often enough tonight so far. There's that uppercut again landing. That's been a nice shot today. When his opponent's been falling, he's just bringing those uppercuts up with both hands.
Yeah, I like to when he hits the uppercut, just chop back down to the body. I think that's all he's missing, and probably obviously on a 2-phase attack. He's breezing the fight, you know what I mean? He's comfortably outboxing him, he can't miss the jab. He's doing everything right.
Nice work off the jab again. We've said it so many times already in this one, haven't we? It's that jab that's been the key for him.
Must be so frustrating for the opponent every time he walks forward, the jab rammed in your face. Beautiful uppercut there then. Second phase there now, I'd like to see him put in now.
It'd be a difficult shot to pull off, but if he could try and get an uppercut through to the sternum, maybe try and switch it a little bit that way. But obviously he'd leave himself a little bit exposed in trying to do so.
Another round in the bank.
Yeah, he's comfortable in there, Charlie, isn't he? You know, it'll be interesting to see when he steps up and he fights someone with a lot more upper body movement, a lot more head movement, you know, when that jab isn't landing every time. But at this level, that jab just wins in fights.
Yeah, comfortable. He can win a fight off a jab at the minute.
Yeah.
Easily. As you can see in the corner there, there's not a mark on his face.
Here we go then, the last one of this 6-rounder. And I think barring anything dramatic, we all know who's got this one in the bag.
Oh, caught him then. Either caught him off balance or the shot caught him in the temple.
It'd be worth Charlie putting a few shots together though and just testing that out. It looked like he wobbled a little bit.
Nah, he doesn't need to do any more, Charlie, for me. I think he's boxed perfect for the first 5 rounds there now. Don't take no chances.
And you can see why Remy's only been stopped 4 times in 90 fights. He's nothing great to look at, but he's fairly solid looking and looks like he's got a fairly solid chin as well.
Solid chin and solid defence, it looks like. You know what I mean? He's very compact. He looks quite hard to hit. Well, clean anyways.
Yeah, he's not giving anything up easy for Charlie, is there?
Yeah, his footwork there, he's not getting caught of anything. Landed a lovely uppercut on the inside.
Yeah, he's barely been hit all night, has he, Charlie?
Wish half of my fights were like this, it'd be alright.
Just have to grow a bit.
That's it. See, that was nice, and he put a bit of meat behind the shot. He just like to see the second phase of it. There you go now, put a bit more pressure on.
There we have it then. Another good performance from Charlie Schofield. And he's got the job done in there.
I'm sitting over in the bank.
Yeah, and I'm guessing the replays we're seeing, we're going to see a lot of jabs, because that was just a lesson on how to use the jab to win a fight from Charlie Schofield. Great performance once again, and he'll be looking to step up soon. He's got to that point now.
Like I said, I think he's ready for that Central Area title fight now, something like that, a meaningful title.
Yeah, some fights like that now, he's become so used to them. They're almost not learning as much as he should be now. He'll be learning a lot more in the gym than he is from nights like this. Anyway, we'll hand over to MC Paul Boob to announce the official result of this one, but I think we all know who's won.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Our scoring referee, Darren Sargington, is left to decide this bout. He sees it at 60 points to 54 points in favour of our winner. He is still undefeated as a professional boxer. Out of Ashton on the line from the red corner, Charlie Schofield.
There we have it then.